Hey there, YouTube friends. It has definitely been a long time, and I'm kind of, getting into a new system. So I have pre-recorded the signs from Aries through to Virgo, and I'll be editing those later and popping them up. But for the time being, I've decided that I'm going to go live to both YouTube and TikTok. I am Bon.Echo 750, I guess is how it is, but Bon Echo on TikTok, just like I'm Bon Echo here. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a little quick reading that is for Libra, for the energies around this full moon coming up next weekend on May 26th. So hi to all my TikTok friends and hi to all my YouTube friends. I want to get these videos up as soon as possible. That's why I thought, why am I pre-recording them? I might as well just kind of, hop in and kill two birds with one stone. So, yeah, the energies for this full moon are pretty intense. All the readings that I've done so far from Aries to Virgo, it's been some heavy stuff. We're going to have to really, watch our step over these over these next couple of weeks, because we've got this full moon coming, which is going to trigger events that then will be followed up throughout the Mercury retrograde period. And we're already in that shadow period right now. So as a special, I have actually put on my website, bonechotarot.com. And I think I'm going to extend it to the full moon, but a special promotion on a shadow report. So it's not a full natal chart, but what it is it's the aspects within your chart that point specifically at your most challenging areas for healing. Because when Mercury retrograde comes around, we tend to hit issues and we think, am I not over this yet? But it's a spiral. And so each time you're back in the same neighborhood and Mercury brings stuff back to us, that's what ends up happening, is we end up taking another layer off of it, because you can't learn it all at once, and it's too much to expect yourself to do that. So Libra, the area of your life that's going to be most affected by this eclipse is communication. So communication and connecting to family and friends. This has been a warning pretty much across the board for all signs, but if you can avoid it at all, please don't gossip. If people come to you, this is like, there's never been a better time really to say, is it helpful? Is it kind? And do I, is it really any of my business? So, there's probably going to be a lot of people within your community who are going to be overreacting to many things. So, so just stay cool. Don't lose your cool. Just, make sure that you're on top of what it is you're saying. Make sure that, especially with family and friends, that you're super clear. And if there's any room whatsoever for misunderstandings, to clear them up as soon as possible. Doing my best to talk to both of you right now. This is kind of fun, actually. It's an interesting experiment. So, yeah, let's take a look at what the cards have to say for Libra for the lunar eclipse. It's a big one, folks. So your first card is a good one. Isn't that awesome? We've got the Six of Swords, which means that, we're moving out of drama and into calmer waters. So, if you do encounter any drama in your dealings with various people, that it's like, this may be the end of it, for whatever reason. Oh, look at that. Truth, the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, so truth and clarity seems to be the obstacle here. So let's see what the foundation of your situation is, Libra. Well, we've got the Nine of Cups. So This is, about dreams coming true, your wishes and whatnot. But it can also be about overindulgence. So make sure that, if you're having a drink, keep it to like 3. Okay, so what popped out for the past position is the 8 of Wands. So this is rapid communication. You may have had a lot of people, coming at you for various things. Or, you also could have been reaching out to people a little bit more. Yep, look at that. See, this has actually come up a few times in the reads that I've been doing personally, as well as for the signs earlier today. So the Wheel of Fortune, there's some significant change on the horizon. And it looks as though it's going to be changed for the better. So in your short-term outcome, yep, this card has been coming up too. This is the 8 of Cups. So there's a lot of walking away. A lot of people are, really kind of sorting through the last big chunk of a lot of dysfunctional patterns, relationships, unhealthy aspects of life. You have the 6 of Wands. So this is excellent news for you, Libra. And, in looking at the astrology for you, like other signs around you are going to be having a much, much more difficult time. So be compassionate to those that are around you. Well, isn't that lovely? We've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups represents authenticity with the people that you're interacting with. It represents a genuine love offer of some kind. So that's really awesome. So in your hopes and fears is there may be a reunion that you're hoping occurs, some sort of a celebration. I mean, with all of us locked down, I know with me in Ontario, I don't think it's the same for everybody all over the world, but there's a lot of people in Ontario who are wanting to reconnect with people. So your final outcome card is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is really, this is a youthful spirit, somebody who's inspired, somebody who has a lot of ideas. This could be a younger fire sign, so a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So the underlying energies is the Temperance card. So, this is also pointing to Sagittarius energies. It's about being calm. The people around you may really, really, really be agitated, irritated, and prone to, making a lot of knee-jerk reactions. So it's going to be important for you to be the calm in the storm around all the people that you're interacting with, be it family, friends, people at work. So it's a good, oh, look at that. So your 6 of Wands is being clarified by the 6 of Cups. So this suggests that there's a lot of healing going on in this situation. You could be moving toward healing with a significant soul contract. So somebody from your past possibly, or theoretically someone who you've been around with before in another life. So the Ace of Swords, what is this truth that is your obstacle? Interesting. The Emperor just popped right up. So whether this is, could be a father figure or an authority figure of some sort, it also could be an Aries. So, for whatever reason, there's some truth around someone in authority that that has yet to be revealed. But as with full moons, a lot of the times things are illuminated to a really large degree. Oh, so maybe it's something, there's some toxic situations going on here with this person in authority. It also could be a Capricorn individual of some sort. Lots of signs are being represented in this reading. But there's something about truth. And for whatever reason, I'm feeling that, that it's like truth used as a weapon as opposed to you know, for something that's worth worth like the truth used to heal a situation. So let's see what the Nine of Cups has to say here. Okay, I'll take him. Nine of Cups. There could be a fire sign. So we've got the King of Wands as well as the Three of Swords. So, you know, there could have been some heartbreak with a fire sign who was, you know, your wish come true. Let's see if I can get another card on that one. Yeah, there seemed to be some love between the two of you with the Ace of Cups showing up. Some sort of a new beginning, but there's something bittersweet about it, you know? So let's see about the communication that's been in your recent past. This flurry of communication. See, there's that Aries again. The Fool. There could be a new beginning that you're hoping for, or that someone is hoping for with you. Yeah. Somebody wanting to work things out, you know, wanting to work together. Maybe to start a new project. So let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Three of Wands. Almost every sign I've been reading for today, folks, has had this kind of combination, you know, or where the Eight of Cups also shows up. So this really is about significant change in leaving past patterns behind, so that we're not, you know, we're not carrying the old baggage into whatever new chapter is coming in for us. So, you know, this is great. And I don't see as much grief around the past as I've seen for other signs. So that's wonderful. Okay, so I'm looking at this here. So we've got the Eight of Cups, like I just mentioned. But it's kind of like, it's like abandoning seeds that were planted, you know, which may be a part of the grief in it all, you know, because you had such high hopes for whatever it is that you're walking away from. But ultimately, you know, you are feeling somewhat successful. You can see that people are starting to recognize your abilities and your skills and what you bring to the table. So, you know, and you're defending that. Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, you know, it's like, dude, I know what I'm doing, you know, and I'm going to defend myself and my abilities to continue on this course. So, so now we come to the Page of Cups. What is this authentic offer that's coming towards you, whether it's in love or whether it's professionally? Let's see here. So we've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So lots of messages coming in. You got to love that about Mercury retrograde, I tell you. Somehow it just kind of spurs everybody to speak up. And, you know, we're all coming out of a pretty cold winter. So it's time to reach out. And so likely you are going to, you're going to receive a simple message. And, you know, you may have questioned whether this person was being authentic to you in the past, but I think that they're going to, you know, that they're going to be approaching you in a way that where you'll be able to recognize the authenticity right away. So let's see what else we can get for that. Yeah, and you've manifested this. This is the Magician card. You've definitely manifested this, you know, likely because you've been more kind to yourself in terms of inner dialogue around your abilities and your ability to make things happen, you know, and also your ability to recognize what's no longer good for you so that you can move into a much stronger place. So look at that. The reunion here, we want a reunion with children, or possibly with a Leo, or a reunion with a more childlike expression of play, you know. And even though the sun represents Leo primarily, I also find that, you know, you can feel kind of the, you know, the Sagittarian qualities, the sunny disposition. And with this moon in Sagittarius, you know, that's definitely, you know, a potential for those signs who are not going to be like totally knocked on their ass from this full moon. So with the Page of Wands, there we go. There's the Eight of Pentacles. So you may be partnering up with a younger fire sign to work on a project, but you're not 100% sure yet. There's still things that haven't, you know, that you have to mull in your own mind as to how you want to proceed in the future. So, you know, and whenever Mercury goes retrograde, which happens 3 days after this full moon, it's not a good idea to sign anything new, to start any new projects, or, you know, to sign a contract. Period. It's just not a good idea, because chances are there's more information that's going to be revealed by research, by anything that starts with a re in front of it is rehearsing, researching, reviewing. All of those things are necessary before you take your next steps. So, you know, you may be coming off of a feeling of defeat generally at this time, but overall, I think that the seeds that you have planted within yourself to know that you can be successful and that you're worthy of authenticity in your exchanges with other people are going to serve you well as you hit, you know, the end of June, and the beginning of July is likely to be a very, very good time for you. It's just a few things that you're going to have to review and recall in order to make sure that you can cross all your T's, dot all your I's for the next project. So let's pull a card from the Oracle of E and see what sort of light bit of advice we can take. Okay. The dude abides. That's awesome. So, you know, I look at this card personally as being, you know, whatever your idea of the divine is you're definitely being watched over, and you're being guided to move in a different way that serves you. And that's kind of what it is for all of us right now, in various ways and various manifestations. And I can't even tell it, like, this has come up already for a few people as well. So brand spanking new, you're going to be ready to step into a whole new situation very soon. So Libra, I hope you found that helpful. And I invite you to come to my website. If you're looking for a private reading, you can just message me there, and I'd be happy to make an appointment with you. So in the meantime, be well, and stay tuned for my Mercury retrograde report, which will come later this week, where I'm going to go a lot more in depth as to how that's going to affect you personally. So take care, and we'll see you again. Thanks for joining me.